What's up, everybody? It's your host, MA of the Heat Blogspot, and I'm just not in a good mood, guys. Today was Game 4, it's Tuesday, October 6th, and unfortunately, the Heat couldn't get the job done. We lose to the Lakers tonight, and we're down 3-1 in the NBA Finals now. And I'm just gonna give you guys my reaction, let you guys know what I saw, and we'll get into it. Alright. And as always, guys, before we start, thank you very much for joining me and for watching, for listening. I really appreciate it. If you can do me a favor real quick, just follow, like, subscribe to anything you're listening on, watching on. I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment if you'd like. It really helps me out. I love getting questions. You guys have been doing a good job with that. Please keep going. It's awesome. I really do appreciate that. Also, you can also hit me up on social through Twitter or Facebook at Heat Blogspot. And you can email me, heatblogspot@gmail.com. Hey, whatever you want to know, listen, hit me up. All right, so now to the game. Yeah, unfortunately, we are down 3-1 after tonight's loss. And it was a tough loss because, Jesus Christ, guys, we could have won this game. It was our game to lose. Literally, we kept the Lakers to 102 points. We played a great game. That's what you want out of the Lakers when you play. We ended up scoring 96 points in total. Clearly, we just didn't score enough. We didn't play great offense, and it was bad. And the first thing I want to point out is Bam. I'll let everybody know first. Bam Adebayo played, and he was good. I think he wasn't really bad or didn't look too injured or anything. Like, he brought energy, he played as well as he can, I think, and he brought it all. He was shooting, he did some offensive stuff, he did really good on defense at times. So it was great to have Bam back. Unfortunately, man, it was so sad. I don't know if you guys saw the video yet online, but Dragic trying to play, and then you can tell the pain was so much that he had to sit down, and he started to cry because he realized that he can't play. Like, the pain is too much for him. And I mean, honestly, guys, like, that's a champion right there. That's a guy who wants to play and be there for his team because he knows he can help and contribute, and he just can't. As much as he wants to, as much will as he has inside of him, he's unable to, and it's just heartbreaking. And I was really hoping that he would have pulled this one out for Goran Dragic today. Like, I think that was hopefully what they were trying to do, to motivate them, because it was that close, guys. I mean, we're right there, and it just took, like, game two, we played like game two. We did enough on defense, we just didn't do enough on offense, and we didn't take advantage of our open shots. We had so many open threes. It's just frustrating, and everyone's saying, a lot of people have been saying, and I'm reading online and in my own text messages, Jimmy has to be more aggressive. Mark Jackson saying this, Jeff Van Gundy saying this. Oh, Jimmy's not being aggressive, so the Heat are gonna. But no one realizes that. Okay, I get what you're saying, but the Heat haven't been shooting well. The only way Jimmy gets those lanes and gets open and is able to be more aggressive is if there's lanes open for him. If we're not hitting shots, the Lakers are gonna sag off. Part two. I did say Bam was great. I didn't think he was that bad. But remember, guys, Bam is not a shooter. When Bam and Jimmy are out there together, that shrinks the court for Jimmy. Whoever's guarding Bam is going to sag off of him because they're not thinking he's going to be a knockdown shooter. He's not going to catch and shoot that and hit a 3 or mid-range 2 or something very consistently and as quickly as possible. He's just not that player yet. So he shrinks the floor. So, he was trying to do his best as a playmaker. He still scored very well. I mean, the guy ends up with 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. I mean, that's a good stat line either way, right? And I can't ask for anything more from Jimmy. Yes, he had a 40-point game, but that was different circumstances. That was no Bam. That was KO or Myers Leonard on the floor with them, and every time. He was surrounded by shooters the whole time. So the Lakers had to respect the shooters. And that's why he was open every time. He was able to get 40 points. If you're not going to do that, what do you guys expect? He's not He's not LeBron. He's not 6'8". He's not 250 and can take a pounding. Like, we have to be realistic and we have to play to his strengths. And unfortunately, that's just one of his limitations. And as much as I would love to see him do those things, I understand that he's a player, an all-around player, and he has a good team around him that should have stepped up. I mean, Tyler Hero should have stepped up. I mean, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, all these guys have numbers, but this should have been better numbers. I mean, in total, we shot 11 of 32 from three-point land. That's 34%. The Lakers shot 14 of 34. They made 3 more shots than us in three-point land. And it was their role players. I mean, that's point 2. I've been saying this the last couple of episodes, the last reactions. We need to keep their role players under 10 points. And what we do, we let KCP go 15. What else? We let KCP go 15. We got Danny Green get 10. And I think everybody else chimed in a little bit. And then we still let AD get 22 and LJ and LeBron get 28. So, we're just beating ourselves. And like we are doing such a great job on LeBron and AD. Like, we really do a good job. Like, them getting 28 and 22 points, they're good. They're great players. They're gonna get those shots. But that's only half the battle. Like, for some reason, we try so hard to stop them. Once the ball leaves their hand, we're like, oh, let's just hope they miss and we get the rebound. No, run at them. Go play, put a hand on them. And we just weren't doing that at consistent rate. And they'll do pump fakes and they'll get the shot they want. And they were just making enough of them at a high clip consistently. And that was the opposite of what we were doing. That's exactly what we needed to do. If we would have done that, we would have been up by 10 points in the fourth quarter. We probably would have cruised to the W. But if you're not hitting shots, and that's another thing. If we don't hit the shots, Jimmy doesn't have lanes. So the Lakers don't have to I already mentioned that, but as I'm saying, this is full circle. Just, if you're not hitting shots, how do you expect anything else to happen? So if we lost this game, the Lakers did not beat us. Let's get this straight. Like, the Lakers did not beat us. Okay? The Lakers only beat us in the first game, and that's because we got 2 injuries. And we had to adjust on the fly, and we just couldn't adjust on the fly. They dominated and beat us in the first game. Second game, the same thing that happened this game. We just didn't score enough. We just didn't score enough and take advantage of our shots and make big shots. I don't know what it is, if we're nervous or whatever it is, but we need to step up, guys. Like, everybody from player 1 to player 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whoever comes off the bench, you need to step up. And man, it was so close, guys. Like, this was a big game. It was the difference of being tied 2-2 or going down 3-1. And 3-1's a big hole. I mean, only a few teams in NBA history have ever came back from 3-1, especially in the finals. The last one to do it was the LeBron James Cleveland Cavaliers with Kyrie and everything. But that was a lot. That was luck. Without Draymond, doing his thing, and Steph Curry wasn't the same. So, and Klay Thompson wasn't there yet. It was 2016. Draymond Green got suspended for 2 games for something stupid. Like, the league helped him out. So it was just, and that's another thing. Like, I tweeted this out. I don't know if you guys are following my Twitter, or you guys are following me on Twitter. Like, I called out the refs in the fourth quarter. Check this stat out. At the end of the third quarter, we were 20 of 24 from the free throw line. We shot 24 free throws by the end of the third quarter. The Lakers were 7 of 9 from the free throw line at the end of the third quarter. The end of the game, 12 minutes later, the Heat end 21 of 26 from the line. 21 of 26 from the line. That means only went to the line once to shoot 2 shots. The Lakers end up being 18 of 21 from the line. And by the end of the game, after being 7 of 9 in the end of the third quarter, in 12 minutes they shot freaking 12 free throw shots. I mean, the referees were so lopsided. It was unbelievable. It was almost like the NBA was trying to give the Lakers this win, and it was, because there were so many calls that that should have been a foul on the Lakers, and they didn't get the calls on us. And it's like, why aren't we getting these calls? And to me, it just becomes obvious. You know, the NBA is just trying to, you know, make sure that the team they want to win the championship, the team that's gonna sell the most stuff, because of ratings and money and all this crap that's going on because of COVID and, you know, whatever, we can't have fans in the building. That's less money for everybody. So they're trying to maximize this. Are you kidding me? Like, I feel like we just got robbed. We robbed ourselves, and I feel like the NBA robbed us a little bit. Like, the Lakers did not beat us. I don't care. Watch the game again. Watch it slowly. Really take account of what's happening around everything on that court, and you'll see the Lakers did not beat us. We lost, and the refs beat us. The refs beat us, and we beat ourselves by not hitting shots. And I don't know. We could have been more aggressive in the fourth from attacking the basket. But there's only so much you can do. You know, I would, you know, AD took the challenge and guarded Jimmy Butler. Excuse me, if you heard that noise. So AD on Jimmy. You know, that's Jimmy Butler, 6'6", guys. 87 feet with long ass arms. Like, you know, like, it's just, I don't know what you guys expected this guy to be. He still got 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Like, and I know some of you guys aren't like that. So some of you guys are real fans. Like, yeah, he played hard, and that's the way it is, and that's great. But like, I hope no one blames this on Jimmy, because he did it. And you know, I think this goes down to the shooters, and this goes on a little bit on Spo. Kendrick Nunn played great in the first half, I believe. You know, he was consistent enough. He made enough shots to justify, like, when we were hitting shots in the second quarter, he would hit the shots. But in that second half, the Lakers ate him up. I mean, he didn't do crap on offense. He kept overtaking the ball on offense. Like, he was overdoing it. Like, you just know your role, and he was just, you know, it was frustrating to watch. And I couldn't understand why he kept playing. Like, I don't know why Spo kept in the game. He played 26 minutes. Why was he on the floor for 26 minutes this game? I don't understand. KO only played 12 minutes. Kelly Olynyk only played 12 minutes. I didn't understand. Solomon Hill did not play. I believe Solomon Hill should have played. I think if anything, this game just showed Spo that's it. He has to play the best for as long as he can. No room for error. And a little bit of that error goes to Tyler Hero too, guys. Our rookies did not play very well. Tyler Hero, man, he needs to get a handle on, you know, on his handle. Like, he needs to get a grip on it, because he gets sloppy with it sometimes. And I mean, he's a rookie. We have to, you know, he's learning and everything. But just things right now like we just can't afford, and it's happening. So, oh man, it's the biggest thing was 3-point shooting though. Like, honestly, we had too many open shots at the 3-point line. Just too many. And there was too many times where Duncan Robinson, especially Duncan, and some other players did this, but Duncan is the #1 doing this. Well, we just pass up on shots, or we jump and then we pass in the last second. I'm just like, why did you jump? Why did you jump if you didn't think you could make the shot? Like, don't jump then. Don't limit yourself to having to react at a split second because you decided to jump. Like, stay grounded then. Make a basketball move. Like, and he's been getting better at that, but like, it's just not enough at this point. Like, you just have to be perfect. And it's like, it's just things that we know we can do. Like, we've done it. You know, I've seen us play that game and play it to perfection, which is we're not doing it. And the Lakers aren't playing great defense. You know, they're not playing great defense. The only player I can say is playing great defense is AD. Everybody else is not. Like, LeBron is not playing that great. I'm just like hyped, guys, because like, oh my God, I really want us to win. Like, I do not want to lose to this Lakers team. Like, do you really want to? Like, I don't want to lose to this Lakers team. Dwight Howard, fuck that. LeBron, fuck that. Like, I do not want to lose to this team. And I still have faith, because 3-1 is a whole. Like, that's not a lie. Like, we don't lose anymore. Like, if we want to win a championship, we cannot lose anymore. We have to win 3 straight. It's 100% possible. It's 100% possible. And I think another key is that if Bam is gonna be out there with Jimmy, it can't be Jimmy with the ball. It needs to be Bam with the ball. And that means Bam has to make the play. Either he's gonna make a play for somebody else, or take it in and get fouled, or get a layup, or do something, be aggressive on offense and get a shot up. Now, with that though, that forces Jimmy to have to shoot a three. Jimmy shot, I believe, 2 3-pointers, and they're late in the shot clock, and I didn't like them. They weren't in rhythm and momentum. One was, and that was actually the tie of the game, and it didn't drop. But if we do have Bam end up being the motor more and taking over the reins, then Jimmy needs to shoot. No, because we need that floor to be spread for Bam. Then it cannot shrink for him. He needs as much room as possible because he's 6'9". You know, he needs that room. And Bam didn't even have that many assists. He had 7 boards. I think he had 2 assists. You know, something like that. Like he averages 5 assists. So we need that ball back in his hands. God damn, I'm hitting everything right now, guys. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing all these noises. But I'm just like antsy, man. I'm just antsy because I see all the things we could have been doing, you know? But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. You know, we have 3 days now. We have 3 days to game 5. It's on Friday at 9. It's on ABC. And we just gotta adjust. Now. I think, like I said, I think Bam is our key. Bam has to be the best player for us every time. If Bam's on the court, is playing, he needs to be the best player on the court. Jimmy just needs to be aggressive. But the way Jimmy is able to be aggressive and is allowed to be aggressive is when our 3-pointers are going down and our shooters are making shots that are open. That's the only way, guys. That's the only way. Because the Lakers are focused on him. We need to adjust. We need to make shots. This is a championship. It's a team sport. It's not an individual sport. We need to play better. Just need to play better. Straight up. Trying to think what else I saw or remember, but like those are the main things, guys. It's just we beat ourselves. We just beat ourselves, and now we're down a hole. We need to fix it, you know. And it's totally plausible. And it's just flipping those scripts, flipping the script, having Bam become the vocal, you know, attacking the basket aggressively, but hitting shots consistently, and especially when we're open. That's it. Like rebounding, we did great. It was 39 to 42 rebounds. They only got 3 more than us. They did great in the rebounding, actually. And the points in the paint, they only scored 2 more points in the paint than us, 34 to 32. But his 3-point line, they get 3 more 3-pointers than us. It's also, you know, allowing them, you know, the free throws, allowing them to get to the line in the 4th quarter that many times. They ended up getting 25 assists. We only got 18 assists. You know, it's like little things like that where we need to lock down. We need to play better, and let's hope Spo gets it right. And you know, that's it. I think now you're just gonna see the best guys. You're just gonna see the best players play for as long as they can. You know, Lakers are gonna do the same thing. Lakers just need to win 1 game now, so they're not, you know, I don't think LeBron, AD, or anyone's gonna be. Sorry. I don't think LeBron or AD or anybody's gonna be caring about minutes and being tired or anything. So we'll see. But all right, guys, you know what? I'm just gonna end it there because the more I think about this game, the more down I'm getting, and it just sucks. You know, I just really want to win this championship. I think this team deserves it, and you know, luck hasn't been our way, and I just hope we figure this out. I think, you know, and I can feel it. We're right there. Like we're in the finals for a reason. You know, we're here for a reason. We can figure this out. We can do this. But like the whole team needs to believe, and we gotta stop being scared. And it's really just our young players, because Crowder's there, Iggy's there, KO's there. Everybody who's at least played in the league for like 3 or 4 years is like pretty confident. But you can tell Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, and Kendrick Nunn just look nervous, and they get scared, and they overreact a lot. And it's just like, man, like just stay calm, like stay in the zone, just keep playing, like move on from it. And they just I don't know what it is, you know. It's just one of those things that comes with experience, I guess. And sometimes it just hurts us and haunts us. But we'll fix this. You know, we're not down yet. We're not down yet. We're not down yet. We're okay. It's 3-1. With Friday, we have a chance to come back. We could win 3 in a row. Every game is one day after the other, pretty much. Bam, bam, bam. Just gotta make a run now. It's time to make a legacy. It's time for Jimmy Butler to make a legacy. It's time for Bam to make a legacy. It's time for anybody on our Heat team that wants to be known as a legend to now step up to this opportunity and be something. Do something. Let's see something. All right, Heat fans. That's it for me. I've been MA. Real quick, before you do anything, can you please just hit follow, like, subscribe. I really appreciate it.